Alright, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's been 3 weeks in coming. Well, this is weekend 4 now, but we could be looking tonight at quite possibly the finale of the Adventure in Transylvania build. Now, last time we had gotten much of the second floor done. We had built a pipe organ, we had built more of the walls, the frames and traceries, and we added a small annex tower here. And we even topped off, we even added a light to the front porch and topped it off with the rooftop of the treasury. Now, part of it we had to stop a little bit. Well, not too much, because there was one piece that seems to be missing. That replacement part came in today, and I did add it. It was exactly what I needed. It was one of these soft rubber axle rods that framed the windows. I wasn't so sure it was going to arrive on time, but it did. Anyway, plan for tonight is to finish up. We have like about 7 bags worth, I believe. So there's only one thing left to do, and that's to get started. To be honest, I don't know if we're going to be able to do a full stream tonight, depending on how long this takes. But there's only one thing left to do, and that's to actually let me get the flashlight here just to be safe. Only thing left to do is to get started. Well, let me just double check one more time, make sure the volume's on maximum. Very good. And so here we go. Let's see, I think there's 2 chains in there. 4 short chains and 2 long ones. I think I found the chains. Yeah, 4 short chains and a long one. No, that's not it. Yeah, I know it's here, but come on. I'm honestly hoping I didn't accidentally throw up the longer chains, but if not, I think I know where you can poach some if it's absolutely necessary. Although I kind of don't like the idea of that. Ah, there they are. There's the chains. Actually, they're all short ones now that I think about it. Oh, wait, no. Those are the same ones I got out earlier. Oh, no. The chains are right here. I think the longer chains are in here. We just need to get the short ones out. Okay. I'll just move the castle back a little bit, because I know you guys want to see this one. Actually, no. Let's put these all in here. I don't want to lose anything like last time. Okay, there's a long chain, short one. Here we go. So, let's see. 2 of these. Now we're going back to the window frame right here. Oops, dang it, I keep... Let's open this up a little bit so we have a little room to work with. Just a little, not too much, not too much. Alright, so... Oh, I see, this one over here. Okay. Okay. Okay, funny. Last time it's usually the light. It's usually the lamp post that goes flying up, not the rooftop spot, not this. this has been quite a month. It's passing so fast. I mean, next week it's already going to be Thanksgiving. Well, this coming week, it's crazy. Now that I think about it, I haven't exactly found anything what I can do after, as far as projects going after this. At least at the moment. Okay, this goes right here. Alright, this should be holding this right here. Black one goes here. Long one goes here. Let's see. Let me see. I need 4 of these little 1x1 tiles and a 2x1. 9 ingots, but just a flat tile. I think I just had it in here, didn't I? No, it's not. The ingot. There it is. Let's see. Looks like we're going to start off more with more of the battlements on this part. Sorry, Rock, doing a good job. Oh, I'm missing one. There it is. Oh, no, no, no. This one goes here. Then this one goes here. Okay, so this is going to be a bit unusual. Let's see. This one goes out like so. And these 3. Oh, this looks about right. And then this is going to go right over here. Straighten out the points. Yeah, there we go. There we go. or at least I think so. It's a little hard to tell when it's dark like this. Let's see. So we need one more of those. And I need four of these black 2x1 cheese slopes. That's 3. 4. Now I need another one of those curved pieces that we just used. There it is. Let's see. Let's start with the cheese slopes. They're going to go right here. These are basically going to be let's see now. Oopsie daisy. These are basically the merlons. Now I need to be careful with this part because I need to turn this out so that way it can even up. Because I need to join it like this. There. Let's see about closing it up a little bit because I don't want the weight of one side to shift to a point where it's going to pull everything apart. I don't want that. Let's see. Let's see, and then these two are supposed to go in front of the... Wait a minute, let me see something pretty quick. Ah, that's right, I forgot these studs right here. They got studs on top. So these are going to go on top right here. I think I know what this is going to become. Let me just make sure they're in good. Two of these. Very careful with this. Oops, that didn't come on. Let's see, this girl's gonna go right here. How's everyone doing tonight, huh? I think right now, yep, we're gonna start work on the chandelier. So first, this 1x2 with a round cavity in the middle, sticking a peg. Let's see, okay, that matches up right. Stick that in there. Take this long end, stick it on the end of the peg. Get another one. And you know, a red 1x2 with a cavity in the middle. Oh, whoa. Take this long peg right here, slide it. Oh, wait, no. Actually, wait. Wait, something's off. Let me take a look. No, that's right. No, you gotta feed one end. Yeah, feed one end into. I see. Now, take the short end, feed it into this. And then a black gear. Stick it on this end of the shaft. And then this little doohickey, this little crank, stick it on the end of the gear. And there's a little brown, little brown cover right here. for the handle. Let me just set that there for the moment. I need a dark gray 1x1 snot. Little T-square peg, stick that on top. And now we need 4 of the small chains. 2, 3, 4. Okay, attach one end to each of the 4 holes. And then this is going to be the most unlikely of pieces. We have a ship's helm right here. I kid you not, a ship's helm. But in this case, it's actually going to work perfectly for the frame of our chandelier. Take one end, put it in. Let me see. Make sure the other ends are on opposite ends of the wheel. Stick them in, and it should look something like this. Of course, this is only the start of it. Now we need 4 candles, so we're going to need for these little guys right here, these one-ended little things, and then for these itty-bitty little flames, those are going to be the candles, the light source for it. And these are going to be stuck on the other pegs. I know I dropped the candle, but it's complete, so unfortunately it's not easy to lose. And here's an up-close view of our chandelier. And now this is where we're going to get 2 of the long chains. Now one end is going to be stuck on the top of the black little T-square peg. Like so. And now we got to get a little thingamajig right here. Let's see, so this is where it's going to get a little tricky. Take the far end, coil around once, and stick it to this. Oh wait, actually no, there's no. Wait, hold it. There's nothing to hold them in. I think I'm missing a step. No, actually I'm not. Oh, actually I am. Yes, I am missing a step. Yes, 2 of these little guys have got to be stuck here into these little. One. There should be one more. There it is. All right, let's see. All right, so okay, the end going towards the red one. Coil this around. Go underneath, coil it around, and then stick it into the peg. Now, the chain to the rear. Coil it around overhead, and then stick it in on this end, like so. And this is going to be situated right over here. Carefully lower the chandelier in. Put this in. Stick this one right here. Stick this on top of the fireplace grill. And right now, we need to crank it up. Problem is there's a bit of weight to it, so it's not going to hold. I really hope there's a fixture for that. I guess we'll find out in bag 42. come, always look through the bag twice. Sometimes you might find pieces tucked away in the corners. And this is especially true if you have sets that are now using the recent paper bags instead of the clear see-through plastic ones. I mean, recently I've seen this with the Netflix one-piece sets. I think the most recent one I saw with this was the Going Merry. Let's see. So when you let's see. No, we don't need these. Okay, for those I need a 1x1 with a single snot hole. Not it's a little dark, so I need to be able to see a little bit there. Okay, I got one, but I don't have the other. Let me just take out the no, that's not it. Let me separate the other ones. Let me see. Cross. No. There it is. Let's see. Okay, these 1x1s with a partial column fixture. That's going to be right here on this end. Now the other one's the 1x2 snots. I think the 1x2 snots are going to go towards the front right here, I think so anyway. Because when I was sticking to the side, there's no room to stick them in along with the column details. Okay, this is going to go right here. But where's the 2x1? Oh, I see. Good thing I dug those out earlier. Let's see, so this is going to go right here. Followed by another one and a cheese slope. Whoa, gotta be careful. Some of this stuff is a little sensitive. Let me see, one's going to go forward with the brick pattern, the other one's going to go opposite. Each one flanked by 1x1 brick, a single black brick. Two more, followed by 2 1x3 red bricks. Stick the 3x1s on next to the axle. Red 1x6 plus 1x6. Let's see, that's going to go right here, right here. Let's see, it's going to go right here. Well, actually, it should be fair that I turn this around so you guys can actually see a little bit more, although it might be a little hard. I think that might help. 3 1x1 tiles. Alright, more battlements, more battlement details. Straighten those out. right here. Wait. This one goes right here. This one, the brick pattern goes next to it. Yes. One by one tile goes here. Another brick one pattern goes on top of this. And this 2 by 2 right here. Easy now. Now we need G-slopes. A single black 1 by 1 G-slope and 2 black 1 by 2s. What's going on? Nope. Right. Okay, 1 by 1 slope goes here. Gotta be careful because some of these pieces like to fly off when you don't want them to. Gently adjust them. These two aren't as problematic. Good thing I dug some of these out. Okay, one more of these 1 by 1 with a cross piece. Let's see, that I need 2 of these L-shaped pieces, and I need a round 2 by 1 drum. Alright, now we gotta turn this to the front. Let's see. So, oh, I see. This is gonna go on top of the balcony. Now we see where this is going. Okay, 1 more 2 is gonna go right here. And then, oh, I see where this is going. This is going to be set up almost like what happened last time. Gotta be careful. Turn the holes so that way the cross-shaped cavities line up. Actually, before we do that. Carefully turn them. And now we need 4 of these little round hills. That's 3. I need 1 more. No, that's a cheese slope. Problem is, it's not easy to pick it apart when there's so many black pieces here. There it is. Right. Now, let's see. One will end up here. Now, one hump ends up here, oddly. Number 2 is going to end up okay, a little jostling sound in the background. That's basically the chains for the chandelier. The other one's going to go right here. And then this one goes right here. I think we're going to do more wiring. Okay. because there's a lot of small pieces that are going to go into this bit. A lot of them. Okay, so I think so now we need three of these short gray axle rods. Stick them in one end. Take one of these little things right here, stick the crossing through the gray axle rod, and then cover that up with another fastener. Let me see, gotta make sure. I want to try to make sure they match, because I know the thing about these is that there's two ends are rounded and the other two are flat. If you're going to try to go for them uniformly, then well, that's one way to tell them apart. It's hard to tell them when they're a bit black. When they're black, though, the light brown ones, it's fairly easier to tell, but not too much. Let's see. All right, now we need 3 more of those light gray axle rods. Take these, stick them in. And now these are supposed to go through the other hole. Of course, they're going to turn right now because these are meant for more of those black rounded pegs. So for now, they are going to turn. Let me lay them down here. And then 3 of these 2x1s with a cross-shaped cavity in the middle. And then take this weird 1x1 bit here, stick that in. I need to make 2 more just like it. There. And now we have 3 of these little subs right here. Let's see. Okay, let me try and turn it carefully so that way. Actually, I think I did. Yeah, I did stick one end in wrong. Well, mostly because I try to make it a bit uniform if I can help it. I try anyway. Take the end, stick this on right here. And then we're going to take these 1x1 cones, a black spire, well, 2 black spires, stick one on the top end, another one on the bottom. One more on the bottom end. And it's going to look like this. We need to make 2 more just like it. Wrong end. And here we are. These are going to, yep, they're going to be stuck around the balcony. One's going to go on the front end. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me take a look. Oh, I see. Oh, I did mess up somewhere. Well, not so much mess up, but I skipped a step. There's supposed to be one more of these things right here, so let me remedy that. Because these are going to connect to these bits down here on the around the balcony. There should be one more. There you are. Alright, now let's try this. Okay, take the first one, insert this in. Carefully put it down. Push this down. And then connect this in right on top of the balcony, like so. Take the second end over here. And then the last one's going to go right here. Gonna check the spires one more time. Want to make sure if I can get them nice and uniform, if I can help it. I mean, I'm not the. Symmetrize. It's not. I don't know. They ain't trying to be too much of a perfectionist. I know I'm not. Okay, bag number 43. A lot of small pieces in this one. And they're supposed to be two long black axle rods. Here we go. So I need two of them. Excuse me. It's kind of crazy though. Wait a minute, didn't we already do? Oh, I see. We gotta do more. Let's see. Let's see. Gonna need to make two of these little things. Let's see. Two more. Okay, one more of these. And then there's two short black axle rods, two short ones, like these, I believe. Stick these on the tall ends. Let's see. Let me see. There should be three more. Two, three. There should be one more. There it is. All right. Round hole facing forward. Thread one end of these little fasteners on the top of the axle rod. Let's see, two of these short axle rods. No, not that. Oops, I think I used the wrong part, I used the wrong part, the wrong spot. So these two have got to come out from the bottom. Let's see. a mistake somewhere. Well, minor mistake. Let me double check. Yeah. Let's see. And now we need to add 4 more spire points like we did with the other ones. So 4 1x1 black cones, 4 black rubber spires, no, it's 6. I need 6 of them. Okay. There you go. Okay, one's getting up on the long end right here, and the other 2 are going to end up here. Yes, this is how it should look. I'm going to take those, and we're going to put them in these last 2 areas around the balcony, the tall ends, facing upwards. Now, this hole's got to line up with these little pegs on the outside. Actually, turn it in so that this is facing outwards. At least I think. Right, but the question is, why is it? Oh, I see. That came out. Let me double check. Or was it? Oh no! This was meant to turn. Okay, that's what it is. Let me turn that in too, so let me turn the top in so that. Okay, that should work now. Take this, put it in. Other end, put it in right here, and then 2 of these short black axle rods. Thread them through the top hole and into the pegs on 1x1 pegs on the top carefully. The reason we had them lined up so that way they will slide right through. There. Jeez, how many more of these things are we going to make? Anyway, this is where we need those 2 long black axle rods. Let's see, then we're going to need 4 of these black pegs, double-ended pegs. These little guys right here. And we'll drop one back into the box. Stick them in one end. Repeat for the other. And then, let me see. Then we get two of these right here. Look at the top. Count the top of these things with one of them. And then 4 spire points. And this is gonna go right here, flanking the side of the windows. These little holes right here. Make sure that the taller ends of the spire sticking up. Carefully. Wait a minute. Feels like something. Wait. Let me don't tell you. Now the other. One hole, partially fit. Make sure they're all inserted. And we have black, short gray axle rod, and that's going to be stuck. Actually, that's a good question. Where's it going to stick? I don't see where. Oh, I see. It's going to be stuck right here. It's a little hard to tell when there's so much black on the roof. So one of these. Turn the balcony over. Oh, what? Carefully turn the balcony over. Take this one, thread it, and still have the middle one. Slides on top. Put that in. Take these 2x3s. On the opposite end. Oh, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There should be one more. 8. Stick these little 2 1x1s on top. And then stick this on top. Two, 3, 2x1s with the horizontal holder. Fasten on first on top of the octo frame. The holders on first, and then put them onto the 1x1 cavity studs on top. For 1x2s. Wait a minute. Hold it. Ooh, I think I made an error. I made an oopsie. Yes, I did make an oopsie. again, because this was supposed to go not on those. It was supposed to go right here on the opposite ends, because the 2x1s, they're going to go right here. Lay them out. Then take the 1x2s. The 1x2s, stick them here. Old habits. After a while, you think certain pieces are going to go to certain spots, and they might not. No, 44. Oops. There was the whole roof. Fortunately, it comes off easily and gets put back on easily. Now, where's that axle log I have? There it is. Okay, 8 1x2s with a single holder. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, each one of these gets one. Gotta be. Oh, I see. That's why those little hooks were underneath them, so that way they can hold up the pieces that are going to be put on top of them. Makes sense. Let me see. 4 rods apart. 4 studs apart. 2, 3, 4. We're not doing all 4. We're doing 3 of them. Let me see. 2 of these. And I need 4. No, yeah, 4 by 4 flats. Flip them over, and then we need to stick 3 1x1 hollow studs. Let's do 1 at a time. Let me see. One gets on the back end. 2 holes apart for the 2 mini pegs underneath it. Okay, apart. 3. I want to be very careful with this because these pieces are dark, very easy to lose, especially the studs. I'll make sure these are hollow so that way they can actually stick to these studs on the other side of the brick. 2 understuds apart, I suppose. All right, now in those cavities, take the black 2-pointed forks. I guess that's what you can call them. These little things right here. If I could turn it, yeah, there we go. There should be one more. At least one more. Stick them horizontally into the little into the studs. Now, if they're hollow, they'll poke right through. Oh, it's a solid one. That's not what I need. Oh, wait. Maybe it's... Oh, wait. Maybe it's 2.1 studs, I should say. 2.5. Oh, yes. That might be why. That's not... Yeah, that's why they're not sticking in. Which means I need to make similar adjustments to the other one. Two of those. Next one. That actually makes better sense for this. Let me see. So this is going to go on. One's going to go right here. That one's going to go right here. Don't bring them down yet. Let's see, then we need one. Okay, one by one. And then sausage. Take this in, put, yes, we're going to use black sausages like this. Stick it into that little frame, hold it right here, where the horizontal holder is. And now we need to make two more of them. Three of those in. Now we need to set them up. Okay, two of them up here. Yeah, actually, one here. Make sure the ends with the weenies are sticking up. Taking these lots of pieces, no 2x1, and now we're going to stick that in. And this is where things are going to get a little tricky. Oh, I see. The frame's going to be set up on this end by the ends with the weenies. Then we bring the two taller ends. Yeah. And we're starting to see the great spire taking shape here. We're basically repeating what we did with these two bits right here, it looks like. Yep. Okay, the key for this one, 2.5 understuds. To left it. When you get to the third one, put your space next to that. No, that's solid. There should be one more, at least. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, there we go. And 6 more of those little hooks. These little black 2-pronged forks. I guess that's what you call them. I really don't know what they're called. But there should be 2 more of these. Oh, there's one. There should be 1 more at least. There you are. Alright, here's another look. And now we're going to put, one's going to go up here. Make sure that these ends are facing outwards. One's going to go here. This spot's going to be empty for now. Let me take a look just to be certain. Yeah, that spot's empty for now. Should be another cone in here. Let me double check. Possible. Somewhere is in the wrong spot, but if not, I know I can get another one. So many black pieces here. It's easy to lose track of a single 1x1 comb. Wait a minute. Okay, wait, maybe those pieces are in the bag. Maybe. No, not that one. Alright, I think I know where I can find that one piece. Alright, found one. Either I'm getting blind or maybe the piece is missing. But fortunately it's fairly common, so I have another one nearby. Stick the spire on top. Another red flag that goes on top. Another 1x1 stud. Followed by another spire. Oh wait, I think that's what's missing from that one, another spire. Maybe I accidentally, I think I may have accidentally knocked that spire off. I think so anyway. And now, this is where that long axle rod comes in. Stick it to the underside, right here. Okay. Let's try to say carefully slide it down. Carefully. Dang. Ah, dang it. I was afraid of this. Okay, there. I think this is going to be the last one that's going to seal off the spire. This flag. Whoa, gotta be careful. Let me see. Yeah, it's meant to stick up. Okay. Let's see, 2 by 1. Another wing. Oh yeah, I am missing one. There we go. See then. Let's see, now I need 2 by 1s with that little hole in the middle. Oh, there's one. We'll separate the regular ones out so it'll be easier to find. Okay, maybe not. Let's see, then I want to, not this, but let's see. That's not it. That's not it. Gotta be around here somewhere. Ah, there you go. Alright. Take this, put it on top. I'm gonna put this just on top where we have the great stained window. So I can turn it over so you guys can see it. Right here. This goes right here. Wait a minute. Something doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel like... Oh, I see. It's the plate below. That's what it is. There we go. Sometimes the plates want to misbehave. Anyway, Kyoko Puff. Oh, let's see. What I'm building right here, Kyoko Puff, it's a Bricklink set that came up during the summer. The Adventure in Transylvania. And then right now, we just finished the Great Spire right here. And I believe we're going to start on the main roof. Although sometimes the base plates like to be naughty things. Sometimes like to come off, snapping off pieces with them. I'm hoping to finish this tonight. Let's see. Assuming I don't lose track of any more pieces. Okay, I need two of these black... Oh, okay, next I'm going to do these black micro figures. Let's see, I believe one's going to end up right... Yeah, look at that, right here. It may be hard to tell because there's so much black here. But yeah, one ends up right here, and the one ends up right here on the opposite end. Yep. All right. Two of these. One of these. And then right now, my apologies if it seems like a big door in the chat. It can get a little a little chaotic getting some of this going. All right, let's see. I think right now we're going to start work on, yeah, like I said, on the main roof. We've already put in the chandelier earlier, although we haven't raised it. It's still sitting on the second floor. There's a space in the middle right here for we don't know just yet. Okay, I think I know where. You get one of these one by ones with a cavity in the middle. Peg. Let me see. Then we need a short black axle rod like so. One of these little things. Oh, I see. I think we're going to start setting up the mechanism that's going to hold the chandelier in place. Well, that's my guess. Well, that's my estimate. Take this and put it in like so. And that. Yeah, I see. It's going to end up right here on this back end right here. So I can turn it around. Make sure the front is forward. I know this little trick. I've seen this a little bit before when I was during the recent years with some of the Lego's more recent castle sets. In this case, what's going to happen is this. Let me see. Turn it around. Right over here, might not be able to see too well, is the mechanism for the chandelier. So what's going to happen is, as I crank it up, it's going to raise the chain, which will effectively raise the chandelier. And this little thing right here is what's going to hold it in. Once I remove the latch, it should drop. Oh wait, I think I know what might happen. I might need to do some quick adjusting with the chains, because the problem is, let me see. No, I do not want that. Unfortunately, I can do something about that. I need to grab the other chain. Come on. Because the way this thing's supposed to work is that... Let me see. To work so that way the weight of the chain, or the weight of this thing, will end up. Yeah, it'll raise the chandelier like this, and then once. I may need to make adjustments to this thing later. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if there's enough weight to it, because it should drop the chandelier, really. Yeah, you can hear that grinding. That's the mechanism. Actually, wait. Maybe. Let's see. All right, let's see. 1x6, 2 black 1x1s, plus 2 black 1x1 cheese slopes. Let's see, the cheese slope goes on the far end, followed by 1x1 black, plus 1x6. Repeat, opposite end. There's a second one. Oh, I did forget one. Alright, these two bars are going to go across right here. These are going to act as the main beams. That'll let us set up the roof. And also join both sides of the roof together. This is going to be the framework. Let's see. There should be one more. Wait, let me see. Yeah, there's supposed to be another one. Excuse me. There you are. Let me see if I can raise it. Well, let me try something real quick. Should be able to raise it, but the problem is, if I do, I don't want to raise it too high because it might make it a little top heavy. Let's see if I can tie it up so that way you guys can. Well, I want to tie it up to a point so that you can see what's going on the roof, but I don't want it so that way it starts feeling top heavy. This thing goes right here. Okay, 2 more black cheese slopes, 2 more 1x1 blacks, and another 2x1 brick pattern. Brick pattern was going to go top of the previous one. Cheese slopes are going to go on the far end of the black pieces we just set. Oh, I see. Let's see, there should be one more just like it. There it is. Should have two fixtures like this. Alright, now that we have them, they're going to go over here. Stick them right here. Let's see, there should be a rounded 1x1 piece over here. Maybe not. Oh, there it is. Ow. This little 1x1 right here. This is going to be stuck on top of this 1x1 with a little mini hole in the middle. Stick it in so that way the hollow piece is on top. And that's going to be put right here. Careful, careful. Ah, there it is. Let me see. This 1x1 piece is going to go right here. There are two right here. Okay, 1x4 arch piece. That's going to go right here on top of these. Top of this. Okay, two more black cheese slopes. Two more black cheese slopes, a single 1x2 red, two 1x1 black bricks, and one 1x2. There it is. Okay, the 1x2 is going to go on this end. Let's see. I think the cheese slopes are going to go on top of the black 1x1 pieces. Okay, actually I'm wrong. 1x2 bricks are going to go right here. And then the cheese slopes are going to flank them. Yes, they're going to cover these spots right here. 1x4, I need a 1x4, not 1x5. Or maybe I do. Yeah, 1x5. And then this is going to go across. The single studs from both sides are going to join. There we are. Whoa, whoa. Got very careful with this. This end loves to come off. Like I said, these things like to be naughty things. LPs are going to go right here. Mag 16. Alright, I know some of the other pieces are down here. And then there's supposed to be 4 other ones too. Alright. There they are. Oh, 46. Alright, so you take the long one right here, take the 2 of these right here. Let me see. One of these. Hmm. Odd. Very odd. That should be around here somewhere. Okay, actually I do need another one of those. Let's see. Let's get these 2 by ones on their side pieces. Up there. Yeah, there we go. Let's separate those. These. Here's how the frame looking so far. Now, and now to hold everything together. Two of these long stabs. One's going to go on this end, the other one's going to go opposite. Like so. Alright, then we need 2 of these, 2 of these, and 1 of these right here. Oh boy, there's a lot of tiling going to happen. Oh man, I haven't seen this much tiling since Rivendell. Okay, so we need 7 black tiles. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, 7 black tiles. 5 darker tiles. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 purple tiles. Well, they're all rounded ones. They're like little rounded hill ones, so to speak. 2, 3, 4 of those, and then 4 light blue ones. And on top of those, we're going to need, let me see, how many of those? Yeah, 3 black 1x1 cheese slopes, 1x2 black cheese slope. Let's see, start with the bottom end. We'll put the, the cheese slopes in first so we can start setting things up. Oh, now comes the tiling. Woo! Okay, 2 across, 2 down, 1 to the right. Purple 1, 1 to the right, 1 across. Blue 1, from that one, 2 to the right of that one. To the right. We've got to be careful. A light blue, that's going to be 2 to the right. No, 2 across. purple one, about two below that other blue one, light blue one, right there. So black one goes across from there. Now see, the black one's going to be 5 studs across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Across from that purple one. Light blue one should be going 4 studs below that purple one. Yeah. Okay, dark blue. 1 across, 3 to the right. No, 3 across, 1 raise, 1 up. Let me see, dark blue. Let me see. 3, 1 to the right, 3 up. Take a black one. Put 1 stud across from that. Purple. 2 to the right, 1 up. Let me see, and then light blue one goes. Oh wait, there's another black one there. Okay, this one down 1, 2 cross, and then all right. Let me straighten this up a bit. I wonder if I can use. Let me see if I can use the Rivendell tiling trick. Because there's so many tiles on the rooftops for that they even put a very specific trick on how you can set the tiles straight. Alright, here's how the first rooftop looks. Look at all those tiles. Alright. And now underneath that, I'm going to put that over. And now we need to start using some of these pieces we took out earlier. 2 of these. And then let me see. 2 by 2, 1 side only for studs. Let me see. With this end facing forward. Oh, excuse me. And this is going to go make sure the black tiles are on top. It's going to go on the right side. Alright, now for number 2. Wrong end. There we go. Good. This is basically like a inverted version, since this is going to be the other half of the roof. back to tiling. Okay. 3 more cheese, 3 black 1x1 cheese slopes, a 1x2 black cheese slope. We'll start with those, since those will be the easiest to find and organize, so that way we can set up for the rest of the tiles. Straighten those up so they look pretty, and more tile collecting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blacks, 5 dark blues, 4 purples, and 4 light blues. Let's start with the black tiling. Let me see. That's on the top row. That's 3 across. 4 studs across from that one. 4 more studs across from that one. There's the first row. First purple, that's going to go down 1, 2 from that first black stud. The second black stud's going to go 2 down, 1 to the left. Let me see, fifth one's going to be, 2, 1. Yeah. Purple, that's going to end up 1 down to the right. Then let me see, that's 2 down, 1 to the right. Dark blue, that's going to be 1 step down from that. Purple one, that's going to be 1 to the cross. Let's see, the light blue one's going to be 2 right here. Another blue one, let me see. From that first one, we got that's 3 down, 1 to the left. Light blue is going to be 5 studs down from that first black one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait. That's one too many. There we go. Wait a minute. Oh, I see why. I was wrong about that other one. There we go. 5 studs down. Let me see. Purple one's going to be 1 up across that one. Another black one. It's going to be about 2 to the right from that one. Dark blue, to the right, 1 up. Let's see. That last blue, 3 down, 1 right. Light blue from that one, 3 up, 1 up, 3 to the right. Let me see, the last black one is 3 to the left. And I think I might have dropped that one. Yeah, I think I did. Oh, nope, it just bounced off. Good. Three to the right. Okay, from there, 3 to the right. No. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Yes. 3 studs up. There we go. And then light blue one is 2 to the right, 1 up. Straighten it up. Straighten up the tiles. Make them look nice and pretty. Well, as pretty as it could, considering this is a bit ramshackle. Here's the other part of the roof. Well, so far, but we still need a few more things to stick so that way it's going to hold. Take 2 of these. we're going to do, okay, one apart for this one, and on this one all the way to the end. Come on. And then we're going to stick it right here. Actually, that looks a tiny bit higher. Actually, it should be a little lower, I think. There we go. Let me see. But we're not done yet. We still got 2 more bags left. We're not quite finished yet, folks. Let me turn it over so that way you can take a look at the roof. Gotta be careful. This thing likes, it's a bit, like I said, this thing is a bit naughty. It's heavy. It likes to go across. We got part of the roof here. We got the other side here on the opposite end. The surface isn't entirely flat and level, so the weight is causing it to sag a little. Let's see. Let me get some larger pieces out so that way I can try to make sense of where the other ones are. It's not, no, that's not it. Let me see, 47. Did I pick one? I'm pretty sure I did. Or maybe it's a 1 by 1. Let's take a look at that pretty quick. It honestly doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Because I'm not finding a piece that could be like a 1 by I could be wrong though. Only one way to find it, I suppose. Let's try and build it as is. Let me see. Let me see. Either I'm getting blind, like I said, either I'm blind or, let me take a look at it. should be one there somewhere. There should be, at least. There it is. Alright, so... Okay, I'm not... Okay, I had it wrong. There wasn't a 1x2. It was a standard 1x1. I swear. Alright, now we need 2 black telescopes. Well, 2 of these right here. They look like they could be telescopes. Okay, 1x1 tall stud. Put that on the back end. Well, there's only one. Let's see. And then this is going to go... Where is it? Oh, yeah, it's going to go right in front of the stained glass. Right here. And there goes the lamp post. Well, not the lamp post, but one of the... yeah, this is going to go right here. Come on. Yeah, these are naughty. There we go. These are naughty things. 2. There's supposed to be 3, 4, 5 of these, plus 1 of these 1x1 here. I need to carefully attach these here. Take the 1x1, put it here. Add the rest here, so that way we can. Oh, yeah, I gotta be very careful. This part of the roof isn't exactly 100% solid. Case in point. Great, it's falling all the way down to the bottom part of the floor. I mean, I am glad this thing opens up, but it's a bit of trouble getting it. Yeah, let's do it like this a little bit better, so that way. Like I said, these things are naughty little things. They like to come off. There. Let's put the roof back on. Make sure that the black ends are facing out in the same direction as whatchamacallit, as the same face as the whatchamacallit. I guess you call it the rose window. Well, no, not rose window per se, but the stained glass window. Okay, next. Okay. One, two. What this is going to be, I don't know just yet. No, not that one. Okay, there should be no one of those close. Alright, there should be one more. No, not the ingot. Let me see. Ah, I separated that one out by accident. Okay. Okay. I need 4 1x1 hollow studs. And then 5 of these single piece horizontal holders. There should, oh, there it is. Turn these slightly to the right. Good. Now, where's this gonna go? Oh, I see. That's what those wands were for. These little black wands. You usually see one like this in the Harry Potter sets. You need to break 4 of them off. Okay, stick the rounded ends in where the whatchamacallit's the 1x1 hollow fixer standing. And now we need 5 pairs of black handcuffs. You heard me right, handcuffs. 3. 4, there should be one more. There we go. Oops. Like I said, these things like to fly off. They like to be naughty. Careful. Oh wait, actually no, I don't need. No, they don't need to be hooked around the whatchamacallit's the point where where the wands are sticking up. At least I don't think so. Jeez, these things are really naughty. They really don't like staying. Alright, fine. Okay, raise them up. Alright. And this is going to go on the top. Oh boy. Make sure this ends far. And then gently. I don't know if this is going to hold the roof, but I hope it does. Well, let me see about moving the house. Good. That should do it. Let's put the roof back. Cancel that. Something feels off. Or not. Oh no, I know what it is. This thing likes to slide. Yeah, the problem is this thing's, like I said, it's time to a point where it wants to slide off, including the roof. Oh, come on. Ugh. Yeah, it can be a little bit frustrating with some of these. Let's see. 2.5. Okay, 1, 2. Let me see. No, that's about right. What I don't understand is why this one isn't fitting on as easy as the other one. Alright, there we go. So what this is going to become. Time for some cheese slopes. Oh, excuse me. This goes right here. No, not that one. Let's take this. Okay, 1 by 1. Actually, yeah. Then we take the 1 by 1 snap piece, stick that in the middle. And now we need 2 of. Let me see. All right, 2 of these. Stick these on opposite ends. There should be one more just like it. No, that's an ingot. Gotta run it somewhere. Not like that. No. There it is. All right, let's see where that. And then let me see, turn that up. We need 2 more cheese slopes. One goes on the front like this. Another one goes behind it. As long as I don't drop it. A 1 by 1 hollow stud goes here in the middle. And I need a pair of black binoculars, minifigure scale binoculars. And I need 2 black nails. Yeah, no, or short black fangs? Stick them in on the long end of the, of the binoculars. And then you see this little hole in the middle. Stick that right onto the stud. And that's going to go on this end of the roof. Gently, gently. Good, good. Oh, actually, I think that's how it's supposed to go. Last bag. We're almost done, folks. Almost done. Alright. 2 of these right here. Stud. Well, 2 studs. Let me see, then take this right here, stick it on the other side, one right here. Covering. Like this. Take this little guy right here, slip it onto this end. Remove these out of the way. Thread this through on top. Let me see, and then we need black. A black one. There you go. Put that in. Take this one right here, stick it in. Then we need a blue one. No, yeah, put that in right here. Stick that in. This is how it's looking so far. What it's going to become yet, I don't know. Oh, I think, no, actually I do know what it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be one of those big iron doors. So, because we're going to take this big frame right here. See these little mini holes on top of the stud? It's just big enough so that these can be stuck on the other side of it. So I think it's going to be one of those big iron wrought doors, or iron wrought gates. Now we take 4 black telescopes afterwards, put it on the opposite end. Okay, then we need 1x4 tile like that, good. And then 4 studs. To be honest, I don't know if they're going to be, if they need, if they have to be solid. I'm going to try. I'm going to try a single 1x1 stud piece, if I can find them. Oh, excuse me. Another unsightly. I don't know why I've been gassy today. Rather gassy. That's not good. Let me see, those are there. 2 of those. There's 1. So if I'm right, I should be able to stick them into the underside of them. Good. Let me see. 6. Alright. Stick it on top of the frame like so. This is looking real nice. Let's see. Let me see what I need. There's 1. I need the other one. No, not that one. it could be possible I may have accidentally used that piece. Actually, let me go back a few steps. All right. Wait a minute, wait, let me see. Oh yeah, I've already did. I think I already did that, yes, because I could put that in, Yes. Okay, I think that's already in then, I suppose. Then I need 2 of these. So we can seal up the top and make it solid. Right. Now I need a 1x1 piece. I know I saw it just a few seconds ago. Here it is. There we go. Okay, now I need to open up the building. Gotta be very. Whoa, yeah, this is getting real heavy. Gently now. Alright. Now let me show you pretty quick. You see this little space right here in the middle? It's a little, well, there's so much black here you might not be able to see it, but what's going to happen right there is we're going to put, whatchamacallits. Oh, wait. Okay, actually, that's where it is. Yeah, there's 3 points right here. Like, this little bit right here has a little insert point for this one, and this one has the other 2, so I got to be very careful with this. Okay, that's in. And then over here, I got to carefully turn. Turn those a little bit so that way they get in. And now I need to push them in. And then this can go down here. There we go, down there. And next up, I believe, is a tree. I think that's the last part of it, this tree. So let's get started, shall we? Take the base, take this little thing. No, that's not it. Okay, stick it so that way. Well, actually, no, it's not going to matter too much because, yeah, it's not going to matter too much because those will need to turn. I need one of those. Okay, time for more trees. Let me see. So let me see, I need an orange, yellow, let me see if I can find regular orange, dark orange, yeah. Oh, gold, that's why I need gold, yeah. Okay, so, this yellow one's going to go down this way, orange this way, gold the opposite, and then one of those red stems that's going to go in the middle. Underside, that's going to have this little joint underneath. Let me see. I'm going to stick that on the top portion of the tree. Take another one of these boughs. 2 yellows and an orange, I believe. Actually, no, it doesn't look like orange. It doesn't look like it. It looks like 2 yellow, orange, and two orange, golden yellow, and then the problem is it can be a little difficult. No, maybe just me. A little difficult telling them apart. Let me see. Orange one goes down here, I believe. And the one goes here. No, wait. Another red stem down here. Another one here. Let's see. And this one goes towards the bottom. Okay, this is going to need an orange, two yellowish orange, I believe, two golden yellows, I believe. Right. One yellow orange goes here. Another one's going to go here. Orange is going to go right here. Red stem. Red stem goes at the top. Take another one of these little points. Let's see. Take this one, stick it in so that way it's the top one's pointing away from the orange leaf. That's going to go towards the other end of the boughs right here. So there's only one bough left. Bright yellow, two golden yellows. So the bright yellow is going to go on the underside this time. One here. Let's see, and then top one. And then this time the stem is going to go, right? Oh, wait, no. That's wrong. Stem is going to go through this end here. And this is going to stick, right? Wait a minute, let me see something pretty quick. Yeah. Maybe I need to turn one bow away. Because it looks like it's going to fit here, but it's not going to fit easily. Well, I managed to get it in. And then this tree is going to sit on let me see. Confound it. That thing's lost. That lamppost is always coming off. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it should come right about here, and I think the tree is going to sit right here on top of these other trees. Let's just turn it away so they don't interfere with the rest of the structure. And we've done it. A lot of extra pieces here, but I believe we finally finished it. And here it is at last. It's taken 4 weeks to put it together. It's taken 4 weeks, 4 weekends to put it together, but we finally done it. It's finally done. The Adventure in Transylvania set is finished. Let me see. So here we have, let's see. Here we have the front view where we have the main stairwell. Let's see if we can scatter some of the minifigures around. There's a lot of them actually now I think about it. Just give me a quick moment. I'll see about putting them in. Be careful. Yeah, because I honestly don't like how. Yeah, the problem is this thing is sliding all over the place now. Yeah, it's sliding. Oh my. I kind of like how some of these steps have only one step for a stud for a minifigure to stand. I really don't, because it can make it a little bit difficult. Alright, since we have them here, let's see about going for a guided tour, if I can manage it. Alright, so here we have the front of the manor. We have, that is, it would stop sliding. And of course, falls over, knocks over both of them. Of course, knocks over both parts. The whatchamacallits, Confound it. Try to find complete, and then this happens. Wait, let me see. Let's take this off. Yeah, because I remember this goes here. This goes here. It's a little problematic because the problem is there's so much weight here. Let me take a look back. Need to figure out where this goes. Oh, that's right. It goes right here. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Now, we are again. Okay. So first, here we have the front of the structure. We have lots of vegetation here, so it looks like it's fall autumnal. Although we do have a dead tree over here, and then we have a sign for pointing towards the train station in case people wanted to try and get out of here. And if we move this explorer out of the way, we see what looks like a tombstone, the first tombstone, a grave marker. Right here we have the stairs going up to the building. Up to the building right here, up these handsome lampposts. We have the door right here, the main foyer. We have a lamppost right here, and up right here is the first major roof. Let's see. very careful with this. Very careful. And here is, let's see, outside the building. This is where the building is going to open up. We have down here we have a crypt. Don't know who was interred here, but their ashes were buried there, and it's hidden among the vegetation. Speaking of which, we have a long vine over here. Although where it's going to end up, I honestly don't know. They don't exactly show where the bottom end goes. Now, in the back end, we have another tree right here. This one's a bit more livelier than the one up front. And over here, we have the outside view of the balcony situated under the great spire. I love all these iron workings here for this. Let me see. Let's see. Turn it over. And here we have the side of the building featuring the great window right here. This took a while to set up, and then I had to wait a couple of days in order to get a replacement part for those soft rubber axles for this. Otherwise, I would not be able to get the framing right. Well, it would just look odd. And then under here we have a lopsided gray wheel and a mechanism that I'll demonstrate in a little bit. Turn it over to the other side. We have the great under. I think this door is pretty much going to seal off one side of the the building from the other. We have an axe tower built right here from the side. I think this is what we started with last weekend. Took a while. And then up here we have the roof. We have the second floor, the battlements, and then the main roof right here. Oh my gosh, it took a while to set these up. Took a while to set up these roofings, all these little tilings, all these little detailed bits. But oh my goodness, it really looks lovely right here. And then over here, behind the cobweb, we have the treasury. We have a big spider guarding it, more or less. Now let's open up the building and see if I can show you the whatchamacallits. I think there's two other features I could do with it, but I gotta be careful when opening this up. Right. Here's the entrance, main entrance right here. We have a suit of armor, whatchamacallits, sitting in place. I don't know if it's actually gonna be just an empty suit or if it's haunted. I mean, maybe, considering this kind of place. We have a ladder going up to the roof, up to the battlements, and then here we have the iron wrought gate that we just set in. Over here we have, I guess it's like the, let's see how we call it. I guess you could have it as the audience hall right here. Right here we have whatchamacallits, a pipe organ here for entertainment. We have a stairwell going down below, but as you see, one of the guests is scared out of his wits because this phantom-like woman is coming nearby. What the key is for, I don't know. And speaking of which, let's go up here where we have the roof. Let's take off the roof for a bit, so that we might be able to get a better look. And then up here we have the chandelier hanging just below the frames. And here's the mechanism for it. Let's see if we can get it lower. Because I think the idea for this was it was supposed to drop whenever the rig was released. Maybe it's not heavy enough. I may have to modify a little bit, add a little bit more weight, so that way once this lifts, it'll just drop like a stone. But it does lift all right. And then over here we have a close-up of the great spire. All these little bits and bobs that went into it. It's crazy, man. It is really crazy what went into it. I mean, it's not complete. I mean, it's just the framework. But you know what? This place is old. Maybe the tiling wore off over time. And then over here we have the outside view of the balcony. This I really like. I really like seeing this up. It looks nice, but it also looks a little bit foreboding. Oh yeah, speaking of rooftop, we have a bat gargoyle sitting on the peak of the roof. Let's see, and then over here, just underneath the balcony, we have another tree. This tree gave me the least amount of trouble compared to the others, because with all those boughs, it can be hard trying to get all the leaf patterns on it right. It can be. Oh yeah, there's one thing I did miss over here. We actually have a little interesting mechanism right here. Let me get this poor guy over here. Let me see if I can do that. We'll set up right here. And it's a little hard to because this thing's sliding. Because what's going to happen is, we lower this down, guess what? Ah! He drops down into the dungeons below. Poor guy. Actually, I think I know what he could be scared of. Perhaps this phantom right here actually uses the place as a laboratory. To what end, we don't really know, but we do know there is a lot of books and instruments down here, including a spell book right here. And now, to the right of that is the last major chamber of the, whatchamacallit, the building, the Master's Crypt. Now, I can only imagine that the man who built this place ended up having his final rest over here. We see a picture of what I think would be his vampiric form when he was still flesh and blood. And then, let me see. I think it's to the right of that. It may be hard to tell because it's so dark. We have a small shrine. We have a woman picture on the wall. We have small candles. Picture of. Actually, wait. I have a better idea. Like I said, right. Let's start over again. Here's the crypt right here. The Master's Crypt right here. We have it enshrined right here. The sarcophagus. We have. I think this might have been the Master's wife in life. And then let me see down here. We have like a flask and a goblet, probably of blood. And let's see, and then we have the stairs leading from the upper floor down here. And now here's an interesting little mechanism that gave me a lot of trouble when I first started. You know that crank on the side under the window? Guess what? Here's what happens when you turn it. He's looking good for someone who's just bones. And then here's the poor guy inside the dungeon. Oh boy. And then let's take a look at the treasury pretty quick. Let's move this guy out of the way. Let's move the cobwebs out of the way. And here we have the Master's treasury. Next case we have a little bit of gold coin, probably to tempt someone into stealing it. We have a chest full of treasure back there. I think the spider is the primary guardian. I don't know what happens to anyone else when they get caught, but oh boy. That would be pretty much it. Oh yes, one thing I do want to note is I love the tile work that went into the second and into the floors. Like for the crypt, I love this this black scheme with alternating grays right here. It really looks This looks real upscale. I mean, it's nice to have the checkerboard patterns, but this is definitely a bit of a step up. Definitely looks like that this place might have been a seat of power for one time. But I guess it's up to the imagination to figure out. But I do like this. It's big, it's old, but it's grand, but it's also a tiny bit on the decrepit side. Yeah. It took 4 weeks for me to build this thing. It really did. 4 weekends. And here we are. We're finally finished with it. I honestly don't know what to feel. I mean, I'm impressed. It's incredible. I feel a tiny bit sad now that it's done. Now, the only thing that's really left for it is really just sit in one place and I suppose gather dust for now. But it is really nice. I waited a long time for this set, and I have to say, I like it. I really like it. And that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this journey from start to finish. I mean, 4 weekends. That's a long time to build something. Like I said, it took me about a little over 2 weekends just to build Barda Door. But this, 4 weekends. Well, 3.5, I should say. Yeah, 3.5. That's really something. And as far as extra piece count goes, we have quite a bit. So maybe I can do something with these pieces, but not right now. It's getting late, so there's not much else to say, but I hope you guys enjoy this build. I know I did. Now, tomorrow we're going to go back to our regular streaming schedule, but I think tomorrow we're going to pick up again with Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin. So, that being said, not much left to say, but I will be exporting this to my YouTube channel in case you guys aren't able to catch it within a week. So, not much left to say, but that's all. I mean, that's it for tonight. So, until tomorrow night, thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Goodbye for now, and thank y'all for watching.